This is Pillow Talk. It's Pillow Talk.
This is Pillow Talk
with Marion Amanambu. But you can call me Fab. Fabuloso. Fabulosity. True stories, great advice, interesting, educative, enlightening. Let's talk on Pillow Talk. It's Pillow Talk. I'm just chilling. Hello, and I'm glad you're able to join me on today's edition of Pillow Talk with Marion Amanambu, being recorded in Aruba and brought to you courtesy Nigerian Celebrity Network. Today's Pillow Talk will be on long-distance relationships. I'm sure a lot of people have done long distance. Some people are still doing long distance now, and we've all had various experiences dating somebody who happens to be in another city, another state, maybe another country, and perhaps sometimes in another continent. Dating somebody long distance can pose its own challenges. It can be very difficult because you're dating this person and they're only available to you via phone calls, text messages, video calls, internet. You want that person to be physically present, but they're not. Trust issues come into it, and the limitation in communication. Sometimes if this person is based in another country and you have to pay certain amount of money to call them or to keep up with this call, you want to talk to them all the time, you want to hear their voice, but it gets really expensive talking to somebody in another country. And at the end of the month, when you get your phone bill, or even if you're paying as you go, the money you spend on this communication, phone calls and text messages internationally, it can drill a solid hole in your pocket. This can be a great challenge, dating someone who is not in your immediate environment and trying your best to make it work. It can be very difficult. The beginning stages of long distance relationships can be the most difficult period in that relationship. There are instances where people get introduced to other people in other countries or cities through their friends or relatives, and they start talking to this person long distance. Sometimes we waste way too much time on the phone, on the internet, just getting to know people that we haven't met, yet you are dating them. We spend way too much time and little effort in actually going to see them. You might end up talking to this person for a year. I've seen people who talk to this person they're dating for a whole year, 2 years, and they haven't met them. In some cases, there are restrictions with their ability to travel. Maybe there's like some kind of visa or passport issue and they can't go. One person can go see the other person. And I've seen a relationship that was long distance and it took 5 years. This person could not go over to go see that person because they had problem with their paper and they were still trying to get their paper sorted out in the US. Meanwhile, this girl that he was talking to in Nigeria could not get a visa to come. It dragged out for a long time. Money wasted talking to this person. A lot of time, energy, and effort goes into keeping this thing going. And then when this guy finally gets a visa to go to Nigeria, go get married to this girl, find out the girl had a child for somebody else while he was in the US. She had a baby, kept it a secret, never told him. During that 5-year period that they were talking, she had a child, did not mention it. And this guy went to Nigeria, got married to her, and then came back to the US to come, start working on her paper and stuff like that. And then he started getting phone calls from people in Nigeria talking about the girl. Your wife this, your wife that. And the thing about this whole situation was, while the guy was here, in that 5 years, the guy had built a house back in Nigeria. And, when he got married to the girl lived in the house. The girl was driving his cars and she was living comfortably. And the guy was sending money to her every month. He put her on a monthly income, sending the money to her. Had no idea she had a baby by somebody else during the waiting period of their long distance relationship. Now, when he starts getting phone calls of people telling him things about the girl, he got really curious. He got really, like disturbed, and he wanted to find out because he didn't believe it and he didn't know how to ask the girl, do you have a child? Because that would sound ridiculous. Somebody you just got married to, somebody you trusted for 5 years. It just sounded ridiculous. And this was the guy's experience that he narrated to me, told me his own experience. That was really tough for him because as soon as he found out, he got on a flight and went back home to Nigeria. And then started digging and doing some investigation and found out that this girl actually had the child for somebody else. That's one big problem with long distance relationship. In that situation, I know it wasn't his fault he couldn't travel. It wasn't the girl's fault she couldn't travel. But, like I said, there's a lot of setbacks that can come out of long distance relationship that stretches too long. You don't want it to stretch too long. Things can happen that you don't foresee or you don't want to happen that can ruin it. So bridge the gap. Go see this person. I don't know, good luck to people who are still dating people to 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you want to marry this person. You haven't seen them. Good luck to you. For me, the most I can talk to you on the phone, if I have never seen you before, the most I can talk to you on the phone in this day and time is 2 months. And the 2 months, I'm just trying to feel you to see, do we have anything in common? Is this even worth my time? Do I need to, go further with this? I want to size you up. I want to use my instinct and fish out some stuff about you before moving further. But I'll give it 2 months, and I definitely want to see what you look like. I want to see what you act like. I want to see how you live. I want to see, if you're who you say you are. And then we can take it up a notch. I can now decide, or you can now decide, or we can both decide if it's worth taking this thing further. And now I want to figure out after that, why can't we live in the same city? If this relationship is going serious now, who's moving from what city to what city? Am I the one who's packing up and going? Are you the one who's packing and coming? All this you have to talk about and resolve, and help to come to, it helps to come to a compromise of what you want to do. Like if you're not on the same page as this person, you don't want to move from your city. This person cannot move. There's no point going further with that long distance relationship. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your energy. Let it go. Move on. In the beginning, ask all the questions. Ask a lot of questions so you can get an insight into what this person really wants. Compare it to what you want and make your decision. Good luck with everyone out there who is in some sort of long distance relationship. Kudos to you all. It's difficult. I've tried it and I know it is extremely difficult. All right, the financial burden, the emotional stress, good luck with it. And I do hope that you can find a way to resolve and bridge this gap so that the long distance can, no longer be a long distance. And you can be with the person that you care about, the person that you love. Good luck with it, and thank you for joining me on Pillow Talk with Marion Amanambu. This show is brought to you courtesy Nigerian Celebrity Network, and I am in Aruba recording this. Thank you for being a wonderful audience and listening and watching on YouTube, and for following me on Twitter at my handle Marion Aman, or you can subscribe to my feed on Facebook, Marion Amanambu, or like my page. Thank you. I appreciate you all. See you next time. Ciao.
This is Pillow Talk. It's Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk with Marion Amanambu. But you can call me Fab, Fabuloso, Fabulosity. True stories, great advice, interesting, educative, enlightening. Let's talk on Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. I'm just chilling. Why not hang with me? You would ask for more.